I really hate washing dishes, y'all. Really, really do. When I get a new house, when I buy me a house, it's gonna have a dishwasher in it. I promise you. And one thing about this house, when I was looking for a house to rent, I didn't do like an inside house tour. I only looked at photos. And in the photos, I'm like, okay, well, the descriptions say there's a dishwasher in there. So maybe they just didn't have it in the photos. Maybe it was recently put in, you know. So I just heard something at my back door. But so I signed the lease. It was like everything was online. I signed the lease and everything online. Move-in day, I do my walkthrough. They have this app you had to download and, you know, do your walkthrough, take photos or whatever for the rental agency. Like literally everything was online. The only thing I had to do in person was pay my deposit and get my house key. Everything else was online. So I do the walkthrough. I'm like, damn, ain't no dishwasher. I was hurt by that, y'all. I was so hurt. I'm like, Lord, I thank you anyway for getting me out of that apartment, because Lord knows I was tired of living in that apartment. I don't know about any other state or any other projects, but if you ever live in a project, and it doesn't have to be you know, a hood project, I should say. Just, you know, subsidized housing that goes by your income. That's what I mean when I say projects. Them people is, oh, I don't ever want to have to do that again. They be all in your personal business. Who coming to visit? Who's staying the night? They can't stay longer than 2 days. Like, Jesus. Can't even have folks come out of town and stay with you for a week without them making an issue. But I did get a little leeway because I work from home. And I told my landlord, I'm like, look, I got 2 kids in the house with me that at the time were under 5 years old. And I was like, ain't no way I can sit in my room and work and not have anyone in the house that is watching over my kids. So I'm like, you know, this is what I do. I show you my proof of income. You know I work from home. Like, I need somebody here with my kids. So I did get a little leeway, but she was still kind of like trying to be in my business. Yeah, hold on. Let me wash my hands. But anyway, like I was saying, like, she was still just trying to be in my business, and I just wasn't having it. I'm friendly. I'm a good person. I'm friendly, but I'm not friendly. Like, I ain't trying to make no new friends with the landlord. I don't want to sit in your office and talk about who got what going on. Like, she was trying to be that type of landlord, and I honestly wasn't feeling it, because I don't like to sit around and talk about people. That's one thing I never like to do. And there's a lot of people that will sit around and talk about you just from, you know, environments that I've been in. So I have been in those type of environments, but I was never the one to just start talking about somebody, because that's not me. So I was grateful, even though it didn't have a dishwasher, I was still grateful to be out of the apartment. From a 2-bedroom to a 3. More space, big yard. That apartment, I was upstairs carrying a baby car seat up and down the stairs every time I had to go somewhere, y'all. Ooh, I'm so grateful. So, so grateful. Not to mention, I moved in an apartment right after I had my baby, and I had to have a C-section. So, still had an open wound, walking up and down the stairs, moving stuff. I won't ever forget that. Won't ever forget that, and everything that happened along that time. 2020 and 2021 showed people true colors, you know, but it's all good. I don't dwell on the past. I keep going, baby. I don't stop. I keep going. I might cry for a little while. I might reminisce sometimes, but your girl gonna keep going. I got things to do while I'm here. Can't sit around sad because you feel like ain't nobody looking out for you how you would look out for them. So you just gotta keep pushing, keep doing what you gotta do. Don't depend on nobody. That's one thing that I said after I got this house and I moved here. I don't want to have to depend on nobody for anything. I want to depend on God, and that's it. And honestly, that's how I've been getting by with God, because there was a lot of times that I just felt like giving up. A lot of times I just cried because I felt like I had nobody. But God made me realize all I needed was Him. So I became a stronger person because of that. And you know what's sad or what's hard? When you genuinely love people, and like you lose that communication with them. But in all honesty, I prayed that prayer. I prayed the prayer, God, please remove anyone from my life who is not meant to be in my life, who you don't want in my life, who is not here for the benefit of my good. Like, I prayed for God to remove anybody who was in my life that didn't need to be there. And when I say everybody got removed. But I feel like the last four years, every year since 2020 has done something to change my life and to change the way I feel and to change the way I see things. And I understand now that everything that I went through was because that's what God needed me to go through. He needed me to remove myself from certain situations, from certain people, so He can have me walk in my blessing. And now that I understand that, I'm okay with it. At first, I was crying, sad, depressed, feeling like I had nobody, but with time, I came to understand the reason why He removed everybody when I prayed that prayer. And honestly, ever since then, this is the most peaceful I've ever been in my life. Honestly. And coming from the type of environment that I come from, the way I grew up, is like a total transformation from the person that I am now. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not perfect. Not at all. Still, not even now. I'm not perfect. But I make wiser decisions now than I did in my past. And there's things that stem into certain situations that happen throughout my life, like abuse and trauma that I went through at a very young age. But I learned that is also not my fault. And I can't live in shame or regret of my past, because Maybe if my abusers hadn't did the things that they did, maybe I wouldn't have acted out the way that I did. But you know, you live and you learn, and that's all you can do. Because we are all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna make mistakes while we're here. But we just live and learn. That's all we can do, and pray, you know, for the best and keep God first. Even while you're not perfect, keep God first. In everything that you do, you should keep God first. Every single thing that you do, keep God first. I'm not a religious person. Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. Yes, I believe he died for my sins and rose on the third day. Yes, I accept him as my Savior. But there is so much. I'm not even going to get on the topic of religion because I don't want y'all to eat me up in the comments. But there is so much that goes on in the church. I just want to be called a child of God. The biggest abusers are in the church. Trust me, I know. First-hand testimony. But y'all, just have a little faith. Believe in God and believe that he is taking you on your right path when you surrender to him. So that's all the message that I have for y'all tonight, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.